Okay. Do you have anything?
No, I agree with
You
like
agree with
saying,
them?
I see what Charles saying too.
Okay.
And
William? You have anything to add? Good.
I'm good.
You good? Okay. How do you currently get information about what's happening in the company? I know we touched bases on like the leave and stuff, the managers tell you guys. But how about like
Management?
other information? Huh?
Management? Usually, I usually get my information
From management? Okay.
He come and tell us, whatever we need to know, face to
Okay.
face. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's part of communicating. I communicate with my manager every day. Anytime I got any issues, I'm able to talk to my manager.
his door always open to come in there and talk.
That's good. Yeah, so we are good at open door policy, then I see. That's good. That is one of our policies in Hotspot. Very good that we're utilizing that, right? So just based on that, like, is there another method that you feel like we should maybe change? Or are you guys fine with just preferring, the management team to just make announcements? I know like for sometimes like, we post posters or like the upcoming event that we're having.
That works
That's
too.
fine.
That's fine. Or do you guys read the posters that, are posted like in the break room or, these announcements? We also have job postings, whether they're internal or external job postings within the company. You guys know where they're posted at, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I look
You
at
guys
that
agree?
stuff every day.
You do?
Yes, you know,
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. And then, how about like as far as, I know some, like, some prefer like more communication via emailing or something, if that's something that you prefer, or do you think that, no, like, the less emails the better, just announce it like during our huddles, or management like Chris or Bruce will tell you guys, or just continue posting? Is that like a change you wanna see, or are you guys fine
I
with
think
how it
it's
is?
fine where it's at. I mean, at least for me, they do their
Okay.
job, saying what they have to say to us and plus what you guys are
Unless they
posting
gonna
up. I
start
think
sending us text messages to
the crew,
the forklift operators, and we receive them on our scanner.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't see no point in doing that.
Okay,
They could send out a message to the leads, and the leads could convey whatever need to be conveyed with us, like they been
Okay.
doing.
that's good.
It's been good the way it's been running. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always look when I go to the bottom.
Yeah, the posters.
Mhm.
Okay, and then do you feel that we have a transparency in our communication? Like, is there an open communication that you feel like,
Yes.
or it should be better?
It's good. the way
It's good? Okay,
To me, it's been really
When,
good.
when matters need to be addressed, they can address, period.
okay, that's good. So you guys are aware of like all the events, pre-advance and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And so what is open and honest communication for you guys? Just like, this is like an open-ended question. Just generally, if you guys can explain,
What
whether,
it mean?
Huh?
Are you asking what it mean?
what it means to you personally, yeah, like open and honest, having an open and honest communication with either like HR or your managers or just among your leads, what it is to you. You can start with Jorge.
I think it's honest on their side. They're trying to be the most clear for us to understand it, but it's still on our side, I think sometimes it's miscommunication or misunderstanding the call for what they're trying to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's honest. I think it's good. Depends how we take it sometimes.
Right, okay.
He's the same. He walks around, he always tell us, things, whatever the volume or what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have no problem with it. He always walk around.
So what does it mean to
assembly.
you though, like open and honest? When someone's saying that, hey, be open with me or be honest with me, what is that like? What is that? How do you feel? How do you portray that, like as expectations, as far as like, your view and your point of view of someone being open and honest?
To me, if honesty, the way he does, he walks
Uh-huh.
around, tell me what's already predicting how's the day is going, I see the productivity, and I
Okay.
expect the volume, because I do assembly, and
Yeah,
he's not lying, whatever he's telling me, I see pieces coming down, it's slow, we go home early,
Okay.
nothing he can do, it's volume, every
Yeah.
company got up and down, so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Charles.
One word, assertiveness. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I assert myself.
Okay.
But for me, I mean, with Chris, it's always been good communication with me.
Okay.
If he has something to say or something that I'm concerned about, he'll come and tell me, or
Very
he'll
open.
give me the answer that I'm looking for. So I think it
That's what it
Mhm.
means.
works pretty well for me.
William? Any input?
Most of my
Fairly quiet.
most of my communication is from my leads
Uh-huh.
actually, and there is no problem for that.
Okay. So how about like if you're on the floor, you know, like the leads need you, or say like Chris needs you to come to his office to discuss something. How is that communicated? Like say you're on a forklift, and they need you immediately or something. What's the process? Do the leads come up to you, or does Chris and Bruce come up to you on the floor?
Either or.
Either or?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you mentioned
I
earlier
think
you guys
that
have
dress,
scanners.
not even by ladies, by,
Yeah.
regular,
Yeah, it could be anybody. Like, hey, somebody's looking for you. Go.
Okay.
Carlos and kind
Yeah.
of, so,
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how about as far as HR, what would you like to see, like what changes, cause I know there was an HR presence here for a while now. Yeah, so, is there anything that you would like to see that, currently we're not doing yet? I know I'm only here Wednesdays, but we have Erica now,
Oh, yeah, she's
so
very
she's
good.
here, every day.
I'm glad
to
you brought her
support.
in, she's been
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, so like, how about there as far as communication with HR?
She's good, and
Very
we
friendly,
are
very
fun to see
open.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Very helpful to you, very.
We always have an answer from her.
Okay, cool. Okay. Do you guys wanna add anything?
I mean, I just met her, so I'm getting to know her, but she seems like she's doing
That's
her
good.
job.
Confident.
And you guys can always reach
Follow
me
along.
too, I'm always here Wednesdays, but I'm open and available for text or call or email as well. But yeah, Erica is on site now, so that's really
Yeah.
good.
And from what I can see, she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
You can see
Yeah.
it.
She's been
The
coming on
effort.
the floor and say, Carlos,
Yeah.
fill out these for.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
top, follow up quick.
that's good,
Mhm.
good. Is there anything else you would like to see differently, or like, or something you would like to see that we're not doing yet? Anything? No?
So far, she's good. She just came in, she's doing her job good.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with like the calendars, the point system? The PNs?
Mhm.
You guys are familiar with that?
yeah,
I know those
don't
aren't,
pertain to me.
Chris, those have they
I don't
been,
trust you
have you guys
with
been
that.
utilizing that yet, or like signing, sitting with everyone? I know
She's
been audited,
going
so-
through and auditing them, then we're gonna be doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start doing that too, communicating through, like, maybe just have a sit down if you do have like attendance policy violation, or if you're late or something, right? You are subject to points. So February is approaching, right? So you will get those 64 hours of protected sick leave or sick time added to your like accrual bucket, right? So we'll do probably I'll probably have an announcement next week or in 2 weeks before February hits for a reminder. But you do have those once you use up the 64, you're subject to points, right? You're asked to sign initial in the calendars. That way you know where you're at. Some of us, some associates, they're already at points, but they weren't issued the points because there was no one here, like HR presence here, to speak to that associate or anyone. So you guys will see more of that as well. HR will be more active in that too. Yeah.
I got a question. If you received any points, you would know that.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, like you notice,
That
like
don't
when we're doing
pertain to
audits.
DMV.
Yeah. So we're like doing the audits of the calendars. Some associates, they do have PNs that we're supposed to be issuing, so if you have those, we'll communicate with you guys, but I don't think anyone is too worried in here. But yeah, you should know if you have any questions, if you wanna know where you're at, feel free to come to us or Erica, and we should be able to tell you, hey, you're at this point, or you have this many PNs, Any questions? Comments?
I wanna, this is for my information, right?
Yeah.
Is the HR is the independent into this warehouse, or is influenced by the management, or they work together?
So HR and operations, we do work together. They are two different departments, but we do work hand in hand with operations. Like the event that we just did today. HR was the one that, you know, did the whole, like, the rules or the events, and like, we'll have chili next week or next month. So every month we're gonna have events, right? Last month I believe it was like with the hot chocolate. Next month I believe we're having like a football day because of the, is it Super Bowl? Or?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, so Jersey Day for that. That's coming up next month, and then also we'll have like an associate event, appreciation day for you guys. So stuff like that, like projects like this, like the calendars, that's also a joint project, right? But if you have like any questions with your benefits or, you know, bereavement pay or anything, or like any policy concerns, then yeah, HR, we are here in presence, you know. It's a separate department, but we're still working together with you guys to support you guys, right? So it's, I can say it's like a joint, it's pretty much like a joint effort, right? We're doing our best to like support everyone, right? But Chris and Bruce, they know all the policies too. They're very good at like, you know, communicating those as well. It's just now we do have HR presence here, so we don't want you to feel, you know, or like Chris to feel like he's HR. No, so we are here now, you know, so just utilize us, just use us, you know, like if you have any questions, don't shy away from communicating or just sending us an email or talking to Erica out there. She's very good at like responding if she doesn't know a question or an answer to a question. She does like just reach out to me, and then I'll let her know when I'm there in Tracy. And I'm usually like just responsive. Even I know like a couple of you guys called me too, so I do answer.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of your job?
What's the purpose of my job?
Right. What's your job description?
You want on the whole job
No,
description?
just a brief.
So support, right? I'm here to support you guys.
Employees, right?
Yeah, employees.
Yeah, so I think my opinion, I think it should be an independent HR person in here, not somebody that worked for Williams and Sonoma.
What do you mean, like an outside
Yep,
HR?
yep.
So what would you feel like the purpose is that for? Like what the
Because
purpose is that?
you gonna go with whatever the person at the top say, period, point blank.
Well,
So you're not
HR?
really here for us.
No, so all the policies, like Williams Sonoma policies, you know, that's in line. We do follow those, right? Like the attendance, like the point system. That is something, yeah, you're right. It's done by Williams Sonoma, like as a whole, right? Even if you're in the Olive Branch, in like Chicago or something, or New Jersey, the policies are policies. They're same everywhere. We're just here to make sure, you know, we're following those policies.
Yeah,
If you need to talk to me about anything, whether that's, you know, a work issue or work related or even personal, you know, our doors are open. That's pretty much it. But we're just here to like support you guys if you guys have any questions, even regarding in terms of policies, you know, if we do bring like, so you're saying you want someone like an HR person outside, but what would they do? They're pretty much gonna do the same thing as we are, right?
Going back for the employee.
Huh? Going back to the
I
employee?
said going to back for the employee.
Well, I do like you guys.
I don't know you.
I don't know.
So I mean,
Well, it's 'cause you never
as
chat
I
with me. So I
get
had
to
a
know
conversation
you, I
with
see.
Jorge. I met with Jorge, you know, individually. So if you want, I can schedule a session with you.
No, I
Get
don't
to
need
know
to
you.
have a session with you. I know how to, my observation is real.
Yeah.
I
Well then,
I'm
how about
I'm
this?
fine
I
with
can schedule a
observing.
session with you. Well then, how are you gonna get to know me? How do you want to get to know me?
I don't want to get to know.
Well then, what's the
I'm
issue
here
then?
to do my job.
Then why do you want another HR representative here that just, you know, sits on top and?
Well, I just asked you what was your description. That's all.
So clearly you're not, you feel like we're not backing you up. That's what you said.
I
That
mean,
was your concern.
I didn't say.
So by
I
that
didn't say-
comment,
I
what do you
didn't-
mean we're not backing you up? Like,
I didn't-
was there an issue or is there a specific issue? I do want to sit with you so we can resolve that, you know, because you have that mentality now, right? Of HR, that, you know, HR is not backing us up. I don't want you to think that. So if you don't want to sit with me and talk with me, how you're still gonna have that you know, that image of
Don't
HR?
take it personal. Please
I'm not
don't
taking
take
it personal. Don't worry, I'm not taking it personal.
Okay.
I've been a director of HR for the Census Bureau for like 10 years now, so I understand. You know, it's just if you're not gonna sit with us, then don't have that image,
I'm
right?
sitting with you now.
You are, but I'm saying if you want an individual
And I'm
session,
actively engaging in conversation
Yeah,
with you.
you are.
So, I mean,
but
I'm not,
your
I'm
comment.
not in the corner and saying,
No, but I'm just referring back to your comment. I'm not like arguing with you or anything. I'm just saying your comment. You know how if we want to improve that, you know, if you feel like we're not backing you
I'm
up,
fine.
how can we improve that?
I'm fine, KB, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Roberto? No?
Good.
Okay, cool. Chris, do you have anything to say?
No, it's all about that, yeah, it's all about
Okay.
them.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I appreciate everyone. So in about like 2 months, we'll sit again, talk about another topic. You'll be told what we'll discuss, and then we can, just go for it. That way you guys can prepare like questions or concerns you have for that topic. Most likely it'll be safety, for our next session, the topic, but I would like to sit with like everyone on our team and just to get everyone, what their feedbacks are about communication within our organization, okay?
Are you aware that we have a safety team?
Yes. Any other questions?
You know who on a safety team?
No, I don't know the specifics.
I'm one of them, Roberto.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, and if you schedule a
Thanks,
let's chat with me on one-on-one, I'll show up, but I'm not fit to volunteer if I'm knocking on
That's
your door,
fine.
because I don't have issues like that, Miss Craig.
Yeah, that's fine. That's your opinion.
Okay. You have a good day.
Okay, you too. Okay, I'm just write down what else.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
Well.